Hey guys, this amp I'm going to be reviewing right here is the Marshall JTM60. It is not the JTM45, it's the JTM60. These came in a few different variations. I think there was a 310. This is the 212 right here. They are 60 watt, 2 EL34 powered. They have 412X7 tubes in the back, and they have reverb for both channels. It's a 2-channel amp. You channel switch right here. It is loud, definitely. It has an effects loop, and it has a presence control on the back. It's not on the front for whatever reason. I don't know why. 2 channels, so we have the first clean channel right here, these 4 knobs up to the push switch. And then over here we have the boost channel, which is 5 knobs. This is gain. Both are really nice, and I'll just demo them for you real quick and just show you what they sound like. This is about as clean as it's going to get. Turn down the reverb a little bit. Reverb is a bit much. It's actually a very, very good amp. It sounds very Fendery on this channel, which is something that most Marshalls are not. I mean, can't really pull off. It's a very good sound, all the way clean. The reverb is a bit much. I would say that around 1 to 2 is where you need to be. If we start really pushing it, it's loud. I'm going to count the delay real quick. 1, 2. It's about 2.5 seconds until you can no longer hear it anymore. It is... Yeah, okay, so you don't want to turn it all the way up, because it does that. Yeah, that's kind of painful. I don't know why it does that either, but it's definitely something. I'm going to go dial back the master volume a little bit and start pulling up the regular volume and get some good preamp distortion. No, that's not... Okay, turn back the volume a little bit more. Right between 6 and 7 is when you start to get your best Edgy Breakup sounds. As we start bringing it all the way up, you get some really good AC/DC stuff, you know. Right there, you're getting just a gorgeous, I think that is the sound that you would get from a JTM45 that's cranked. I'm going to see if we have the same trick where if you dime all the knobs, you get like that's where they're supposed to be on older Marshalls. I want to do the trick of all at 10. I'm just going to see if this makes a sizable difference in the sound or if it's good or bad. Makes a difference. touch sensitive. It's something else. Oh, hold the neck pick. I want to try to get the woman tone real quick. I'm so bad with the pick. Yeah, the clean channel is definitely something right there. It's amazing. For the JTM45 sound, that is all you need. It is so good. But now we're gonna switch over to the dirty channel. Oh yeah, you have to have the gain up a little bit on this one right here. So I'm gonna max out. I'm gonna have the gain lower. Turn down the reverb a little bit. There we go. That right there, all the way lowest gain setting. Lowest gain setting, you're getting a little bit more than you would at the edge of breakup section of the amp. I would say around 1 to 2 is where you're starting to get more gain than this thing right here has. So it would make sense if you were to just like, crank out all the volume. And get that right there. I'm going to do the same. I'm gonna have the knobs at noon for the first, and then we'll see if turning them all the way up gets you that really big sound. Yeah, so already there. It's kind of a different quality sound. The boost feels a little more brittle, and I think if you bring the treble back a little bit and we'll boost the mid and bass a little bit, we'll see. I'll see if that will happen. Yeah, I think that this is a little more hissy. So you might want to kick on an EQ. I think that would fix it for the most part. But I'm gonna get back into seeing how this behaves with gain. Yeah, so I think the second channel may be a JTM800. Yeah, I think the second one is a JTM800. It's a lot, I will say. Let me shoot. I'm trying to think of a good song to do this. have an issue with my guitar cable right now. Hate it. Shoot. Okay, so this one is a lot higher gain than the other one, obviously, but I'm so sloppy today, I'm so sorry. This is coming into play for my last video as well. I just don't know any good high gain covers. Okay, so that was that right there, and now I'm going to dime out this stuff again, and we'll just see if it gets any more. It's already sounding a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so I think actually first channel benefits from having all the knobs dimed out. Second channel does not. There's just too much bleed on that channel right there. This one right here, for the level of gain it's at, I think it's fine. Versus so on this one, I'm going to say knobs maxed all the way out sounds so much better. This one right here, just treat it like you would a normal amp. We'll switch back to this one. Yep, I think that is about enough for me to give a review on this amp right here. I got this for $350. I genuinely think that was a good deal. Partially because there are two Celestion V30s in the back, which I've heard were stock on this amp, or at least the Marshall version of the Celestion V30s were on here, so it was literally just a V30 but branded Marshall. I don't really see that being any less desirable than an actual Celestion branded V30. They're literally the same speaker. This came with two of them. They're worth about $100 a piece. That is an amazing deal. And for one of these, I think the 212 version, you're definitely going to want to go for. 310s, I'm not sure what speaker they have in there, but 212s definitely. I would also like to say that for the amount of functionality you're getting, this is a win. You could probably get a JTM800 combo amp for $200 more than this, or you could get a JTM45 and JTM800 in the same amp with reverb and presence. Realistically, that's all you're ever going to need if you want a Marshall sound. There are some downsides I will say to this amp. Number one, it has a notorious overheating problem. As long as you don't have it flat out for like an hour at a time, you should be fine. I've also heard that installing a heatsink is more than enough to solve all the problems this amp has with overheating. But I have heard that it is a problem, so just, be warned if you're looking at one of these and they say has heat damage, because it's likely to do it again. This one right here does not in any way, shape, or form. It is completely fine and just pristine condition other than the slightly torn up grill cloth. But overall, for $350, I would say this is a steal. For $500, I would say you're probably getting what you pay for. Don't get me wrong, I would take this over an Origin combo any day. In terms of wattage, what it can do, what it sounds like, and functionality, this is miles ahead of the current Origin line, which is selling for about the same price as these amps. At the same time, I would say that the Origin series would realistically should be valued at about the same price as one of those cheap monoprice stage right amps you see, and that this should probably be valued around $500. If you're looking to spend $500 on a tube Marshall, you could do a lot worse. I just want to put that out there. At the same time, I could only realistically see this ever being worth $500. I'm actually selling this tomorrow for $400, so guy after me is getting a steal as well. I just have too many amps in my room to justify ever having another. And basically, for this price, for $350, take it as soon as it pops up on the market. For $500, it is still like a good deal in that I would get it just as a player's amp. You have to understand, I sell things. I don't really buy them as player's amps. I only have a couple of those lying around. And I was actually thinking about buying this as a player's amp, and then I realized that there were some better opportunities in the market right now, but for Player's Amp, I would say definitely go for it. This is really good for the price, even not for the price. If this is worth, I would say, about as much as hand-wired JTM45. It's just a good amp. You know, Marshall doesn't make nearly enough good amps these days, and this is a genuinely good, if a little bit flawed amp. I would say go for it, and I guess that's my review. Thank you guys for watching.